Nobody seen like the betrayal that was like going on behind my back. We was like engaged, and then he started talking to Kylie. I think she was like 16 or something. She was like underage. Tyga's friends had threw me outside of his house. Started talking to my fiance, and then I get attacked.
Tyga and I have always been friends. Now I'm a little bit older. We're together.
Blac Chyna is confirming all of the rumors surrounding Kylie and Tyga. When she was engaged to the rapper Tyga, he was messing around with a teenage Kylie Jenner. He ended up kicking Blac Chyna out of their home and dating the minor. Their relationship got a lot of attention, and the Kardashians stood up for him. Khloe said that Kylie wasn't a normal teenager and that Tyga has special privileges dating her. But Blac Chyna claims that this was wrong and gross, and that her family allowed it to go down. So let's get into it. I think we can all agree that Blac Chyna probably isn't the most reliable person, but she says that she's changed, she's on a new path, and it's time for her to share her side of the story. And the story she wants to talk about is Tyga's perverted relationship with Kylie Jenner when she was a minor. We've talked about this creepy relationship in the past, but now Blac Chyna is confirming everything. Blac Chyna spoke at length about the murky relationship timeline between Tyga and Kylie Jenner. For context, Blac Chyna and Tyga dated for 3 years in the early 2010s, and they have a son together named King. On a recent podcast, Blac Chyna said that she and Tyga first met when she was working in a strip club, and that he later put her in his music video for Rack City. At the time, she said that he was really sweet and really charming. At this time, it was a big deal for Blac Chyna, because after she was seen in Tyga's music video, other people were requesting her to come into their videos, and she became more popular. Their working relationship developed into a romantic relationship, and then they became parents. And then Tyga left Blac Chyna for a kid. Blac Chyna said that she found out about Kylie and Tyga dating on the internet just like everyone else. She said she found all of this to be crazy because me and Kim were really good friends. Quote, I was on her show and all this stuff like that. We lived in the same community, and then her little sister started talking to Tyga, which was kind of crazy because she was underage. She also claims that once Tyga and Kylie started dating, that the entire family started turning on Blac Chyna.
And then it just kind of went up, and then Tyga came to the strip club. And then we had King.
So that's how you met Tyga, is at the strip club?
Yep, I met him at the strip club, and then we did Rack City, the music video. Yeah. And then he fell in love with Blac Chyna.
Obviously.
Yeah.
What was the line that got him? Or who made the first move when you first met him?
He definitely made the first move because he was all like young and skinny and young. He was really sweet and like really charming, and I like saw something there. And we was together for 3 years. Yeah.
Okay. What was your favorite and least favorite thing about that relationship?
Favorite thing was it was my first time just being like exposed to like the whole Hollywood thing.
I think it's true that Blac Chyna is thankful to Tyga for putting her on the scene, but she's probably not thankful that he went on and left her for someone much younger. She said she felt like their relationship, Blac Chyna and Tyga's, kind of ran its course, but then he started talking to Kylie, which she was 16 at the time. She says we were engaged and stuff, so that's what kind of ended it. Blac Chyna shares that she found out about their relationship through the internet, which I don't think is that surprising, but also keep in mind, they have a child together. They have their son, King. So I do feel like Tyga could have given Blac Chyna the heads up that he was talking to Kylie, but also, does he really want to do that? Because it kind of implicates himself for, you know, having a relationship with a minor.
Why did that relationship end, and why did you decide to move on?
I feel like it ran its course, and then he started talking to Kylie at the time, which is like, I think she was like 16 or something. Yeah, and we was like engaged and stuff. So that's kind of like what ended it.
How did you find out about that?
I feel like the same way everybody else did, the internet. The internet could be brutal.
Brutal.
Yeah.
You found out through the internet that he was talking to Kylie?
Yeah.
Damn.
So of course, when Blac Chyna heard about this relationship, she confronted Tyga. She alleged that she knew it was true when Tyga's friend threw me outside of his house. She explained, they packed up my stuff and put it in my, well, his truck at the time. I never used to talk about these things, but I'm like, you know what? I think I'm kind of done with all of that, and people need to hear my side.
And how did you know to kind of like take it seriously? Because I feel like so often we see these things where people come forward with these, you know, kind of crazy allegations. Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. So was there kind of like a gut feeling that you had, or a reason that you really?
No, it was actually when Tyga's friends had threw me outside of his house. Yeah. They
What?
packed my stuff up and put it in my, well, his truck at the time. Yeah.
Wait. You're living with Tyga,
Yes.
and then one day his friends decide I want to be movers and like packed your shit and like
Packed it
kicked you out?
Packed it right on up and put it right in the G-Wagon that he had given to me at the moment. And it's so crazy how things just like happen, because at the time I had just got an apartment, right? Because I was doing 88 Femme, my clothing line. And it became like so big that I had to find like a space. And I'm like, all right, well, let me try to figure out a space for this. So that's when I got the apartment. And I feel like maybe it was probably like, oh, if we put her out, she could just go to that apartment. And that's exactly what I did.
I do think that Blac Chyna was over Tyga at that point. I don't think she was willing to go and fight for their love. But I think what hurt her was how everyone else switched up on her. She feels like Kim betrayed her because essentially Kim stood by Kylie's side. I mean, she really couldn't say much about her sister. And then Blac Chyna was kind of excommunicated from the family until she got with Rob Kardashian. And when that happened, all hell broke loose.
Me and Kim, we were really good friends. You know, like I was on her show and all this stuff like that. We lived in the same community. And then her little sister started, you know, talking to Tyga, which was kind of crazy because she was like underage. And everybody had kind of came at me and started attacking me. And it's like, nobody's seeing like the betrayal that was like going on behind my back of me talking to somebody, Kim, and then her little sister, which she has no control over, you know what I mean, started talking to my fiance, and then I get attacked. And it's like, how does that work? But yeah, that was kind of crazy.
This entire story is crazy, and it's crazy how they keep it within the community because, like I said, Blac Chyna then moved on to Rob Kardashian. She actually claims that Rob DM'd her, and she said they struck up a relationship. She claims that they fell in love, and they had Dream, and they also had that really terrible knockoff series of their relationship where they fought the entire time. And at that point, she was also fighting with Tyga over their son King.
What makes it even more wilder is like even the whole thing with me and Rob, like after that, because Rob would like hit me up on the DM, and I'm like, okay, what do y'all want now?
Right.
Like, what do y'all like?
So
like, what is it?
It felt almost like
It was like, what are y'all trying to do to me
Yeah.
now? Like, dude, why is your brother in my DM? And then I started talking to him, and I'm like, okay, like this guy is like actually really cool. And like the type of person I am, if anybody meet me, like I always want to help and like give like a lending hand, especially if I know like you got something. I'm like, you know what, you get up and do your thing. You know what I mean? Like you could pop out or do whatever it is that you want to do, and I'll help you. And that's how that happened. And then we just fell in love, and then we had dreams.
I really don't feel like Blac Chyna is the villain in all of this. This person made a great point that Tyga and Chris never got the backlash they deserved for this. Chris is a bad mother for allowing a grown man to mess around with her underage daughter, and Tyga is a predator. Another person writes, it's weird to me. They dragged Jordan for filth for Tristan making a move on her. No relationship involved. But Kylie starts dealing with Tyga while underage, and they drag Blac Chyna. Another person writes, she's not lying. I remember all of this, and Kim switched up on her for Kylie. That whole family is messy and did that kind of stuff a lot to their other friends. Another person wrote, once I saw Tyga on 15-year-old underage Kylie, I never liked him again. I will turn a Tyga song off immediately. All respect was lost. And I totally get that mentality because like Kylie is super young, very powerful, but super young. And if he really, I mean like, again, I hate the whole, like that's grooming. Like if he really wanted to get with her, he could have waited until she was an adult, but then he probably would have like, you know, groomed her to get her to that point. So, I mean, Hollywood is clearly a disgusting mess of all these older people preying on minors, and then everyone just kind of justifying it, saying that it's okay. But Blac Chyna went on to share that she and Tyga are running into issues when it comes to their custody agreement because he wants to take more away from her.
What was it like co-parenting with Tyga at the time?
For the first 4 years of Kingy's life, I had him Monday through Friday.
Okay.
Right? And then that's when I became pregnant with Dream. And it was like the school and this and pregnant and in a new relationship, it was like a lot for me. So then that's when our schedules had changed. So then I had King Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then drop him off to school Monday. So it was like the same amount of days, but we just had to just kind of switch because of the schooling. I was like, I'm just going to be realistic with myself. And this was like the best schedule for me. But other than that, it was all good until like recently this year. And then it dawned on me, like when it even happened, like him like keeping King longer right after I did the case with the Kardashians. You get what I'm saying? So that's when he had kind of snuck that in there.
Where are things now with that?
We're in a custody battle right now.
Okay.
Yep. Can't wait till it's over with.
Custody battles are tough, and if each parent wants to have more time with their child, they should have the right to do so, because there are so many kids out here who have terrible parents. Like, if a parent wants more of their kid, I mean, you can only really respect that. But I do question Tyga and his morality after learning more about how comfortable he was pursuing a young kid when he had Blac Chyna, in his home. Yet he just moved on for a teenager. Kylie and Tyga reportedly met in 2011 at Kendall Jenner's 16th birthday party when she was 14 and he was 22. What does a 22-year-old even want with a 14-year-old? Like, what do they even have in common at that point? Tyga was actually filmed offering Kylie a shot at her 17th birthday party and even allegedly threw her a party days before Blac Chyna and Tyga officially called off their engagement. So really, their relationships had a lot of overlap because it went from him kind of sneaking around with Kylie while he's engaged to Blac Chyna to her having her stuff packed up and thrown to the streets. 3 years after meeting, Tyga started making appearances on Kylie's Instagram, first making an appearance in photos from Kylie's 17th birthday party, which was held at his house with his adult friends present. Totally normal for a 25-year-old man to be hosting a teenager's birthday party. Tyga did briefly address this situation, saying that Kylie's not a normal 17-year-old. What? You can't, what do you mean? I mean, clearly she's not normal because of the life she's living, but she's still a 17-year-old. Other people in the Kardashian clan also justified Tyga's behavior. Khloe said that Kylie doesn't go to prom or have sleepovers. She's taking business meetings and buying her first house. Because of this, Kylie and Tyga dating was a special case and shouldn't be judged. Khloe said, I think at 16, I was probably effing someone that was in their 20s for sure. I wouldn't say I was even dating, probably just sleeping with them. So that makes it okay? And no, it doesn't make it okay. It makes it even worse knowing that her older siblings are just okaying this, when those are the people who should be sitting down with Kylie and putting a stop to it all. Days after Kylie's 18th birthday, we saw her and Tyga out in Mexico holding hands. He actually released a music video for a song called Stimulated, which starred Kylie, and the lyrics read, "They say she's young, I should have waited. She's a big girl, dog, when she's stimulated." For Kylie's 18th birthday, Tyga actually gifted her a Ferrari worth $320,000 and posted a sexually suggestive photo of her with the caption, "Happy B-Day to the dopest girl ever." It is interesting to see how he tried to be secretive up until her 18th birthday, and then after that, it just didn't matter anymore. Clearly, you could tell that these two have been together for a while.
I'm 18. Tyga and I have always been friends. Now I'm a little bit older. We're together, and I guess we'll just see where it goes.
So right now, I want everybody to go outside and exit to the front, and we're gonna go check out some more birthday gifts from King Kylie.
I got a Ferrari?
I think Kylie even knows that she's talking about something sensitive there. I mean, she's only 18 years old and she's like, well, now that I'm a little bit older, we're together. So there's clearly something wrong going on here and everyone's just acting like it's normal and then shaming other people like Blac Chyna or Jordan Woods or everyone else. I mean, how many other, there's definitely like, I feel like I can make a video about the feuds that the Kardashians have had with their own friends. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Here's my email if you have any other video ideas for me, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye, guys.